see you guys there.
You guys have a time machine too?
We should probably get back and do the show.
Yeah, enough fun, huh?
All right. Welcome back to another edition of This Week in Rec. I'm your host, Luke Dent.
And I'm Chris Ellis, here for another week.
Gotta love the medieval times, huh?
Dude,
going back, it's always a blast.
It's when men were men. They were dealing with their problems with hand-to-hand combat.
Yep, it was a different time.
I love it.
Well, here we are back in the present. Let's dive right into the review, shall we?
I love it. All right, let's go.
We forgot to mention last episode that the prom was 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago.
Everyone was dressed up. The girls were looking great in their dresses.
Yep.
Boys in their tuxes.
Guys with the tuxes. A lot of limos driving around town.
I heard it was a blast, too.
Yeah, kids, teachers, everyone had fun.
Yep, there was a lot of dancing. The
Boogie
DJ had the big screens.
Yep.
It was a great meal at Christina's.
Cool. It's good times.
Yep.
We had Jam for Japan.
Finally!
This last Friday. Nope, that was Saturday. And it was sick. It was sick. Who played? Lieutenant Dan and his magic legs.
Oh my god, what kind of name is that? That's the best name
I've
ever. Zebras Cause Mayhem were there.
They were
big crowd.
Crazy.
Red Fox Motel was headlining.
It was.
Meg and Grace were back.
Yep, Meg and Grace were back.
Hannah Dauber, that was a new name we had.
She was fantastic.
She really was.
Arabino.
Yep,
Maria was there. Maria, and it was just a lot of fun. I had a lot of good times. We had a couple of bands from. Who else played? Civil Revolt played.
Oh, Momentum came all the way from where?
Holliston. Yeah, they were awesome. It was a good time. So Jam for Japan, it was a great cause. A lot of people came out.
Made a lot of money for the Red Cross and Japan Relief.
And we're going to have a podcast on each band or artist that performed. So check in at blackburnhall.com to see all the acts that played. What else did we have this past week?
Dude, we had another 7th and 8th grade dance.
Yeah, that was a good time too.
That really was. I had a lot of fun.
That was good.
I believe DJ Phil had a little work on the 1 and 2.
He did. It was awesome. I was there till about 9, and DJ Phil closed us out.
He gave a little shout out to you.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, with a little beat up, bum bum. But and guess what we did this week?
What did we do this week?
We added a new member to our staff.
Got a new member of the team,
Allison Clinton.
So
she actually has been a mentor for us for the past
She's been at all the dances. So
she's great. So we wish her luck.
Welcome to the Rec family.
Good luck.
And now for another edition of This Week in Rec. Coming up this Wednesday, the 11th, Elementary School District have an art show, and that's going to be at the high school. It's always nice incorporating everything. We just had music here. We have art now coming to the high school.
Those elementary school kids, let me tell you, some of them are talented.
Yeah,
they're all talented, but
there's often elementary and middle school art hanging up at Town Hall. So if you ever go to Town Hall for whatever reason, make sure to walk the hallways and check out some of that stuff.
Yeah, okay, it really is. It looks really good.
Yeah, the annual book sale, that's over at the library, so go check out what they got. Pick up some books really cheap.
That's on Saturday the 14th.
Okay,
so
nice.
Check that out. But the new hot topic in town,
the volleyball
courts. Volleyball courts over on Adams Farm. They're looking to put some in over on the front property,
right
near the road.
They had the volleyball courts were right next to Blackburn Hall, right over here, and that's where the new library is going in. They've been working on that for about a year, so the's been a lot of talk about where the new volleyball courts are. Let me tell you,
there's been a lot of back and forth between the groups.
Sometimes
it gets a little heated,
you know.
So if you guys have an opinion about that, let me tell you. Go to the town meetings. State your opinion.
Yeah.
Because they want to hear it all. They're looking for some points to be made. So check out those meetings. You can check the event calendars on the town websites.
Right.
To see when those meetings are.
And we got the address right here.
Yep.
For you to go to. Chris, what do we got going on in sports?
Sports this week. T-ball was underway on Saturday, the first day of T-ball.
Hit it up. Kids look great in the shirts and hats.
Let me tell you. We had Lauren.
We got some pictures of that. Let's get them going behind us. Yeah.
We had Lauren. She was over helping the younger kids.
Yep.
And the staff members over there were awesome.
Yeah.
She said. Chad was helping out with all the parents, pointing them in the
Mr.
right
Norton,
direction.
I like that.
The older kids were awesome. The parent coaches, thank you guys very much for all your help. It was great. Started raining towards the end of the day.
It always does. I feel like opening T-ball day, there's always
some kind of problem.
Yeah.
But if your hour got canceled, I believe it's only the last couple games, you guys can call us 660-6353 if you haven't already been told when you're going to be rescheduled.
Your makeup is.
But I believe we've already emailed you all.
We have girls and boys tennis. That's against
Milton.
Boys are away. Girls are at home.
That's Thursday the 12th.
So that'll be cool.
We also have girls cross this week.
That's right.
Against Medfield. That's at Medfield Senior High School.
Okay.
And
that's
Saturday.
Saturday
The 14th. So if you got nothing going on Saturday, that girls cross team, you want to go check them out. And this Sunday is the 15th, and that is the last deadline. That is the absolute deadline for youth football and cheerleading sign-up.
So please,
so get on down here this week. Sign up. You can do it at walpolerec.com.
Yep.
And guys, get your sign-ups in, please.
All right, it's time for the shout-out of the week. And what do we got going this week?
Well, this shout-out is very particular.
Okay.
Especially for this week. Because the shout-out of the week this week is going to Mark Romeo.
Mark Romeo.
And for those of you who don't know Mark Romeo, you should get to know him. And let me tell you why. Because this man will do everything for you.
He really came through for the clutch for Jam for Japan.
Without him, we wouldn't have had a Jam for Japan.
He ran sound.
He
organized
and
a lot
as you know,
acts.
Running sound is not an easy job.
No.
Luke is our sound guy. So running sound is not easy. Because without you, we wouldn't run sound at events.
And he did a great job.
He really did. I mean, he did pretty much most of the organizing.
Did a lot of work, yeah. He and Aisha really got this event.
He booked the bands pretty much. He was selling tickets. He was promoting it through Facebook. His son is in Red Fox Motel. So that's like how they were getting tickets out there.
Sure,
I believe they were using their Facebook to get through it. But we just wanted to give you the shout out, Mark, because we want you to know that we do appreciate how much work you put into it, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Romeo.
That goes out to you.
We got some future stuff. We got events coming up. We have a sock hop this Friday, so that's a dance for preschoolers.
At 5 o'clock, I believe.
That's 5 o'clock, 5 to 6, and then right after that, we got a 6th grade dance at 7:30. So 6th graders, it's $5 to get in. Bring some extra cash for snacks if that's what you're interested in. And that's what we got for events coming up.
And now that we know that all you people have your own time machines, get your DeLoreans, go find your own personal professor, and let's go into the future. Because what do we got coming up?
We got Walpole Day.
So you know what that means. Buy a duck.
Get a duck. It's the 21st. You want to get your ducks in a row and get ready for the race.
And you know what? For this week, let's just forget about the ducks for a second. Because you know what I got?
What do you got?
A couple days ago?
What?
We've had the same cop for 2 days in a row last week for the details.
Yeah.
The dance and Jam for Japan. You know what he gave me?
What did he give you?
He gave me a little mini roster of what cop's going to be in the dunk tank.
No.
Oh yeah, and let me tell you, I got $40 ready.
All right.
Dunking the cop.
So the dunk tank is going to be awesome.
The dunk tank's going to be awesome. The parade is going to be superb.
We're going to start getting our rec float together next week, I believe.
And I believe the elementary schools all have floats.
Oh, yeah. We got some pictures of last year's floats.
The police department is also the department of the year, I believe.
Yep, department of the year.
The food.
Dan Ryan is...
Dan Ryan is the man of the year.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is. For those of you who don't know who Dan Ryan is, he is the head of the Ponds Committee.
Yes.
And what they have done to Turner's Pond is amazing.
Totally flipped that place 180. It's beautiful
So
now.
he's the man of the year. He'll be leading the parade.
Spring is here. Head over to Turner's Pond. Have a picnic. Go fishing.
And I can't. The Walpole Day is gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be
But we're
so
talking
fun
about downstairs with cotton candy.
It's gonna be great. It's
gonna
be great. So Walpole
come on
Day,
down.
that's the 21st of this month.
And I can't wait.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. But I believe that's it.
And that's going to do it for another edition of This Week in Rec. I'm your host, Luke Dent.
I am Chris Ellis, and we will see you guys next week.
Time. Peace.